Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Pinkfresh Fridays, where we all use Pinkfresh from our stash or maybe even something new. And it's hosted by Joanne Bartel, and she chose this sketch for us to use this month, and it was created by Rochelle Spears for Scrap Your Stash, and it also says you must use flowers. I didn't have any pink fresh flowers, so I did use pink fresh paper and some dyes. I'm scrapping that photo of Hope, and here I am showing the sketch again, and then my odds and ends that I pulled. It's from A Case of the Blahs, BU, Office Hours. Oh, and those are Tim Holtz stamps, and they're tiny text, and they're to make text, well, little phrases for your layouts. I'm also using that Spellbinders die. It's a floral wreath. Oh, and there I'm showing where I just used the colored stripe on that chevron. I was showing the scraps because they had the names of the papers, but I remembered them earlier, so I don't have to tell you them all again. Um, I did gut my papers. The background is like a pinstripe, angled pinstripe, and I went ahead and put black around the edge of it. It does kind of show some layers on the sketch, probably more detailed layers than what I actually have, but I was trying to go along with the sketch when I did it. It has two papers. I cut mine at 9 inches each and angled them on the layout. And then I'm trying to angle the photo at the same angle as the top paper. That circle, I cut it with my Creative Memories circle cutter system. I used the largest set of three, and I used the red and the blue cutting tools. I, like I said, I die cut out flowers from that chevron paper, and I am just curling the little petals on there. And I did do a bunch already. I'm just showing you one, but I did do a bunch. They're sitting over there, and I put Nuval drops on them, so I wanted them to dry so I could go ahead and use them on the layout. So I did do them the very first thing before I actually started the video. I'm using Rustic Rose ink on them and kind of just highlighting it a little bit. I'm not putting it all over the whole flower, but I am putting enough on there to make it more variegated, maybe, instead of being the plain. It's kind of a peachy color. So is my Nouveau Drops. It's a bubblegum something, blush, bubblegum blush. And I layered two of them on the bigger one, and then the smaller one I didn't layer. I forgot to show the die for this. It was already cut probably 3 months ago, maybe four. I cut it out for one of the Pinkfresh layouts and didn't use it, and decided I was going to go ahead and use it today. The layout, the sketch that I'm using, has a lot of flowers right there, and they're pretty good size. Like I said, I didn't have any. I had maybe three partial ones at the bottom of a scrap paper, and that was pretty much it. So the dies worked for me. I There is a tag in the original sketch. Instead of a tag, I'm using this notebook paper piece that was in the ephemera. I believe it's from Office Hours, because it does say I'm too creative for 9 to 5. And it also has stitching on there. So I went ahead and did some stitching, and I used some variegated embroidery thread that Colleen sent me at Christmas time. And I had a plan to use over on the left hand side with the phrase stickers. Well, they're not stickers, but I put adhesive on them and made them stickers. And I layered them. Once I layered them, it hit me it'd be way too hard to put stitching on there. So they're not going to get any stitching after all. I had this little piece of ephemera that had the three hearts. So I backed it in black, and then I took another piece of ephemera that says notable, and it has the days of the week, and layered it with another label. And then that circle one that's underneath there, it says no place I'd rather be. And I just cut it out with, well, well, yes, I did. The Martha Stewart circle cutter, which I must have put up because I didn't see it when I was showing all this stuff. The Tim Holtz little phrase stickers, the ones I'm using is focus on the good, be your beautiful self, start each day with a grateful heart, love you, and choose to shine. And I love that stamp set. When I seen it, I thought, oh, I've got to have that. I love phrase stickers anyway, and I'm always looking for some good ones. And these are good, and a lot of the phrases are ones I like to use on a layout anyway, and I can make the background any color I want. Today, I chose just to use the white though. And if you'll notice, there is 3 layers for them. Then I have the layers, which is, gutted, but there is layers there for the background. And yeah, that was just a little too much to put, use a piercer on to put my stitching on there. I am going to next, I'm pretty sure next is what I do, is, yeah, use those um, vine and flowers, the wreath and flowers. And I am just going to cut the wreath apart and use it in different parts on the layout and just put this little flowers on top. And while I'm doing that, I want to mention down there below, you'll find the links to everybody else that is doing the hop this month. Joanne Bartell, like I said, is the one hosting it. And you can use any Pinkfresh that you have and also add cut files, like maybe enamel dots, little tiny odds and ends to go with your Pinkfresh to finish off your layout. I am trying to think if I used anything that wasn't Pinkfresh besides the cardstock. I don't think so. I did do the stamping, but yeah, I used white cardstock and black cardstock, and the rest, even the flowers, is the Pinkfresh. Oh, and my title. You'll see it over there to the right-hand side. And it is Jilly Bean Soup. And I've had them for a long time. I got a bunch off of Pinkfresh. Peachy cheap one time. And yeah, I bought 2 packages instead of just one, 2 of the specials. So I'd have plenty. And yes, I have. I have had them for a long time because I got so many. But I do love them. I mean, it's not that I don't like them, but they're just not always the right color. But I was looking at this and I thought, I think that gray would work really well. And it will. Only I almost forget to do my title. I will think my layout is done and go to take the photos and notice that my title never made it on there. Well, I really didn't notice my title wasn't on there. I noticed the letters laying over to the right hand side. So yeah, I did have to cut off the tip end of the video and put the title on, then do the tip end again. And while I'm thinking of it, I want to mention another new scrapper. I'll leave her link down there below. But I found her channel, and her name is Isabel Scraps. Well, her channel name is Isabel Scraps. And she's apparently a new scrapper. Started, like, I think she said in September, and did her first video in December. So she has 56 subscribers, and y'all know how awesome it is when you hit 100 subscribers. So I wanted to make sure I passed on the information about her, so you go check out her channel and add another YouTuber to your list to watch. And I do believe she has like 8 videos up so far, so you do have a few to choose from. I'm just scattering sequins on here. There is no sequence in the sketch, and we didn't really even have to use the sketch. It was up to us, but I thought, well, it's cute. I'll use it. But it does not have sequins, and I wanted some, so I am scattering them. There's Spiegelmom Scraps, Papaya Punch. And I think after I get that done, the title that I completely forgot about is the only thing left to do. Oh, and I did not tell you about the photo. The photo is of Hope, and she's at home. And as you can tell by the photo, she is social distancing. She got in the recliner over in the corner and put the mask on. And she does have a dry erase board and a marker, and she was drawing on the dry erase board. At the moment where the picture was taken, I don't think she had anything on there, but yeah, she was just having her own little time to herself and social distancing. And that was back in like 2020. But that's it. That's my layout. Be sure to check out all the links that I have down there below for lots of inspiration and some great scrappers. And yeah, there's my cluster with the, and see that picture wheel die? I forgot to mention that it was picture wheel. It's pattern paper with it. And then there's those phrase stickers from Tim Holtz and the flowers from the Spellbinders die. And there's that little, instead of the tag, that's what I put in place of it. But if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I really appreciate all of you being here and all of you watching my video. And I'm sure everybody down there would appreciate you visiting them and watching theirs too. But take care and stay safe and have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.